At the beginning of the movie, we see the main character named Hardy Buchanan wake up to a noise and run to its source. There is a minor disaster in the kitchen at Lorna's house. The woman realizes that she decided to heat up bacon wrapped in foil and gets upset, but the hero comforts her. Afterwards, on a bicycle, Hardy goes to school and has lunch under a tree. Professor Harrison talks to him and reminds him that for admission to college you need impressive results, so it's time to grow up and get smart. The hero shows up at the medical office and claims he has gallstones. The nurse doesn't believe it, but writes down his symptoms. Behind the screen, Hardy sees a pretty girl named Lake and tries to make a dialogue with her. However, the girl does not give in to the advances and leaves the cabinet. After studying, Hardy returns home and feeds the dog. Lorna asks him not to do it too quickly, so that Walter does not get sick. Hardy reminds his mother that they agreed not to smoke in the house. The next day, the hero brings the dog to the vet and learns that he is terminally ill. Hardy clarifies how much it will cost for the operation that will save Walter's life. Susan names the price $10,000. The hero asks about installments and, returning home, recalculates his modest stockpile of money. The next day, cleaning food from the tables, Hardy notices a dazzling girl with white hair, who immediately charms him. As a volunteer, the hero helps to make beds for those without a home. To his surprise, in this place he again meets the same girl, whose name is Bo. Hardy tries to have a conversation with her, but the girl keeps very cold. Scully approaches Bo and warns her that some guy has reappeared in the recreation room. The girl asks her friend to cover for her and decides to escape. To do this, Bo uses the hero and flirts with him. Hardy, shocked by such courtesy and attention, but does not feel a catch, and allows the girl to spend the night at his place. Arriving at his house, Bo gets acquainted with Walter, and Lorna is surprised that her son has brought home a beautiful girl. Over dinner, the girl tells him that she graduated a long time ago and is now looking for a job. Bo goes to the bathroom and decides to take one of the pills there. At this time Hardy feeds Walter, but the dog refuses to eat. The next day the hero invites Bo to a small cafe, hoping to continue acquaintance or even something more. The girl is bullied by a little boy, but she encourages his joke, which upsets Hardy. Bo asks why the hero is going to treat Walter, since the dog is already so old. However, Hardy is sure that he has to do everything for his dog, since he has to leave for college in a couple months. The hero says that Lorna is afraid to leave the house, and it will be hard for him to leave her alone. Bo responds by telling him that she has recently been released from a mental institution. When the heroes leave the cafe, they are followed by boys who tease the beauty in every possible way. The girl takes them around the corner and soon returns with money. On Hardy's question, she replies that she only showed them her body for a good reward. The hero gets a strange plan in his head. He proposes to make good money on it, and the money, in the end, to divide in half between them. The girl agrees, but asks to get her special pills. Hardy's business scheme begins to work and bring income. The hero counts the income, and it turns out that for half a day they manage to earn $500 literally on nothing. The next day Hardy receives another interesting proposal. Jamie needs to appear at a meeting with a girl, and he wants to invite Bo, paying $1,200 for this. The hero agrees, but takes a promise that no one will touch the girl, even though she used to do explicit dances for men. Hardy comes to Bo, and learns that she is hiding from one man, so she does not go anywhere and does not leave the house. The girl does not want to go to the ball and tries to push the hero out. However, Hardy asks her not to do this, because he really needs to help Walter. Bo gives up, but informs that the hero will also have to appear at the party and bring his girlfriend. Hardy invites Lake, and the girl to his surprise agrees. At the party, Jamie tries to kiss Bo, but she pulls away from him. Lake criticizes the hero for literally peddling the girl, and thinks it's doing a disservice to both of them. Hardy asks the girl to dance, but is afraid he can't do it right. Lake criticizes him here too, saying that there is no such category in dancing. The characters end up having a great time on the dance floor. Meanwhile, Bo talks to Chrissy and advises her to learn to distinguish important and useful opinions from empty and envious ones. Hardy admits to Lake that he likes her. However, the girl says that he should try his luck somewhere else, and leaves with his mother. Returning home, Hardy sees his mother on the street. Lorna is actively arguing with the neighbor and does not want to come home. Hardy tucks the woman into bed and worries about how he can leave her alone. The next day, sitting with Bo in a cafe, the hero feels terrible. Hardy barks at himself for not being able to help his mother. Bo supports him, saying she wouldn't have sat with him if he were worthless or useless. The hero talks about the failure with Lake, but the girl is sure that this is a temporary difficulty. Bo realizes that she forgot her jacket at the club and decides to go back for it. Meanwhile, a man named Eddie arrives at the police station and tells them he's looking for his niece. A guy named Jason persists in trying to have a conversation with Bo. Despite Hardy's protest, the girl asks that they be left in private. The girlfriend of one of the guys named Smith, who was paying for Bo's services, wants to talk to her. Hardy agrees, but demands money up front. Bo becomes a kind of therapist who listens to various problems. She manages to help Chrissy, Jason, Smith's girlfriend, and many other people who are confused about themselves and their desires. Suddenly, a guy named Phil approaches Bo and claims that he knew her father. The girl carefully hides her face and gives a fake name so as not to give herself away. Afterwards, Bo throws a party in the woods, where she gets very drunk. With a flashlight on her search comes Hardy, concerned about such strange behavior of his friend. The hero notices Lake, but it turns out that the girl is already occupied by a certain Paul, who studies at Harvard. Hardy brings the guy to the conflict, especially when he unflatteringly communicates with Lake. The next day, the hero wakes up with a splitting headache. Bo laughs about it, and suggests that the guy take a pill for a headache. The girl confesses that she no longer wants to take pills, and wishes to start a real life. In a semi-fainting state, Hardy gets to school, where he is summoned by Mr. Harrison. In the principal's office, a whole committee is assembled. The adults are extremely concerned that Hardy has started his strange business on school grounds. The hero tries to get out of it, but even the fact that he brought Bo to the educational institution is fatal for him. As a result, the principal is going to expel Hardy a month before graduation. Coming out of school, the frustrated hero meets Eddie. The man offers $100 in cab service for Hardy to show him the way to a place. On the way, Eddie tells him that he is looking for his niece and shows her photo. The hero is surprised to see Bo in the picture. Hardy lies that he doesn't know the girl, and the man stops the car. Eddie admits that his friends have already told everyone that he and Bo know each other. The man asks for help to reunite with his niece and leaves his phone number. At night, Walter makes his way outside. Waking up in the morning, Hardy searches for the dog and finds him in the golden foliage. Walter, tired of fighting, left this world. Crying hero does not know how to explain what happened to his mother. After learning the truth about Walter, Lorna loses her mind even more and blames her son for what happened. In upset feelings, Hardy comes to the girl and tells her about Walter. Angry, the hero tries to find out the truth about Bo and her past. The girl says that after a nervous breakdown, she saw the world real and could no longer meet the requirements of her family. That's why Bo tried to take her own life, because of which she ended up in the hospital. Hardy tries to change the girl's mind, since he believes that family is the most important thing in life. The hero leaves his watch and a business card with Eddie's number on the table. Bo cries, not knowing what she should do. Soon Hardy gets to the commission, which must decide the case of his expulsion. The hero loses his temper and claims that the teachers see nothing in the students but uniforms, locking up their eye, condemning them for any mistake. Adults should help the younger ones to learn the world, help them not to make mistakes, respect their feelings, and not trample them into the mud. In Hardy's opinion, education should not stamp robots, and should help to look for themselves in this life. In the morning, the hero once again wakes up from the noise and turns off the oven. Hardy is very angry, and decides to have a serious talk with his mother. The hero realizes that he can't help Lorna, and offers her to go to a treatment facility. The woman tries to abstract herself, but Hardy does not let her hide in an illusory world, and continues to insist on medical help. The hero admits that he is tired of taking responsibility for what he cannot fix or control. In the end, Lorna agrees to accept other people's help for the sake of her son. The next day, Hardy takes his mom to the treatment center, and in the meantime, Bo meets with his uncle. Lorna admits that she is proud of her son and believes that he will definitely do well. The hero amuses the woman and a relationship finally develops between them. Eventually they begin to understand each other and get to know each other for real. Bo leaves with his uncle and seals the letter. Meanwhile, Hardy leaves his mom at the hospital and comes to see Lake. The hero sincerely confesses what he really feels for her. He doesn't idealize Lake or fantasize about her or anything like that. However, Hardy is sure that he wants to get to know her and be there for her always. This is the end of the movie. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Give this video a like. Write in the comments what you think about this movie, and see you in new videos.